Okay, Coulom's law is what? At infinite dilution, each ion of an electrolyte migrates independently of its co-ions and contributes independently to the total molar conductivity of the electrolyte irrespective of its co-ions, irrespective of the nature of other ion present in the solution. Okay, so this we discussed in the last lecture. So what are the applications of Kohlrausch's law? Kohlrausch's law can be used to evaluate the molar conductivity of any electrolyte at infinite dilution or zero concentration, which cannot be experimentally measured, especially for weak electrolyte. Lambda zero for weak electrolyte can be obtained from lambda zero values of strong electrolyte involving similar So lambda zero for weak electrolyte can be obtained from lambda zero values of strong electrolyte involving similar cations or anions. We can calculate ionic product of water, solubility and solubility product of sparingly soluble electrolyte. Okay, we can calculate degree of dissociation, we can calculate dissociation constant and so on. Okay, at one point of a time we can also calculate current efficiency or ionic mobility also. But that calculation is not there in our syllabus, so we are not going to discuss that. So now how to determine molar conductivity of weak electrolyte at infinite dilution or at zero concentration? Okay, so let us consider that. So here it is. So first application. Hello. So calculation of lambda molar conductivity of weak electrolyte. Now how can you do that? Let us consider weak acid, acetic acid, lambda zero of acetic acid, CH3COOH. So I have to calculate molar conductivity of acetic acid. Yesterday we discussed one graph. Experimentally, it is not possible to determine molar conductivity of acetic acid at zero concentration or at infinite dilution because acetic acid is a weak acid, and we have seen जो ग्राफ था वो ग्राफ कैसे जा रहा था पैरेलल टू दी y axis. Okay, just look at this graph. This is for the weak electrolyte. कैसे जा रहा है देखो ग्राफ. It almost remain parallel to x axis, y axis. Therefore, in the practical range, it is not possible to determine lambda zero for weak electrolyte. So अगर मैं लिखूं, I can write this as what? Lambda zero of CH3COO minus plus lambda zero of H plus. ठीक है. Now add and subtract few of the things जो हम लोग कर सकते हैं. So mathematics is involved over here. I can add Na plus. So when I'm adding Na plus, I need to subtract it also, right? तो जैसे कटायन ऐड किया है वैसे हम लोग अभी यहाँ पे लैम्बडा जीरो H प्लस में ऐड करता हूँ. So same way lambda zero of Cl minus lambda zero of Cl minus. Clear? आगे देखो lambda zero of CH3CO minus plus lambda zero of Na plus plus lambda 0 of H plus lambda 0 of Cl minus lambda 0 of Na plus minus lambda 0 of Cl minus. Now if you look at here, ये देखो, इसको एक साथ ले लो, तो ये क्या होगा, lambda 0 of CH3COO Na ले सकते हैं ना हम लोग. Now this is what salt. Salts are, all salts are strong electrolytes. तो इसका मैं lambda 0 निकाल सकता हूँ plus lambda 0 of HCl. HCl is a strong acid, है ना? Since HCl is a strong acid, I can determine its lambda 0 minus lambda 0 of NaCl. So I can determine lambda 0 of NaCl. So I know the values of lambda 0 of sodium acetate, lambda 0 of HCl, and lambda 0 of sodium chloride. Substitute. That gives you what? Lambda 0 value of CH3COOH. समझ में आया? तो जैसे ये कैलकुलेट किया, now you calculate lambda 0 value for NH4OH. करो, ये पहले लिख लो ऊपर वाला पार्ट, and then you tell me the relation. करो. Lambda 0 of NH4 plus lambda 0 of OH minus. So that is equal to lambda 0 of NH4 plus lambda 0 of Cl minus lambda 0 of Cl minus plus lambda 0 of Na plus minus lambda 0 of Na plus then plus lambda 0 of OH minus. So ultimately what we have, lambda 0 of NH4Cl, which is a salt, plus lambda 0 of NaOH minus lambda 0 of NaCl. That should be the answer. How many of you got this? How many of you got this? Chalo, let us go for the next concept. So this is one thing. How is degree of dissociation related with the molar conductance of electrolyte? Okay, how to calculate that? How to determine it? It is experimentally observed that the concentration of solution of weak electrolyte decreases or its dilution or in dilution, the molar conductivity increases. This change is attributed to the increase in the extent of dissociation of electrolyte, making more ions available to carry electricity with the decrease in concentration. So at zero concentration or at infinite dilution, the molar conductivity has the maximum or a limiting value. This is explained by considering the complete dissociation of weak electrolyte, making all the ions available from one mole of the electrolyte to carry electrolyte at a zero concentration. Hence, in general, the molar conductivity is a measure of the extent of dissociation of weak electrolyte. In short, I can say this way: the degree of dissociation alpha is directly proportional to lambda m molar conductivity at a given concentration, right? So at infinite dilution or zero concentration, let lambda infinity, alpha is equal to what? 1. So I can write, therefore, alpha divided by 1 is equal to what? Lambda m divided by lambda infinity or lambda 0. Therefore, alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda infinity. Now, if I know alpha, I can calculate dissociation constant of weak electrolyte. Kaise? K is equal to alpha square C upon 1 minus alpha. Yaad aaya? So, if I know alpha, I can calculate the value of K. Clear? Huh? So, ये एक चीज हो गया. Now, describe a conductivity cell. What is cell constant and what are its units? A conductivity cell is a device used to measure the conductance of the solution. Now, it consists of what? देखो जरा ध्यान से देखना. It consists of two wires. दो platinum wire connected है, which are placed in a solution. Generally हम लोग solution लेते हैं, ऐसा solution लेते हैं जिसका conductivity constant रहे. Most of the time KCl solution क्या लेते हैं? KCl solution. Okay, of a desired concentration. The distance between these two is called the L, and the area of this is called as what? A, area. So L by A is called as what? Cell constant. Now it is not possible to determine cell constant mechanically. मतलब तुम लोग scale लोगे और measure करोगे तो वो possible नहीं है, because this scale is very small, very small. So it is not possible. और कैसा है कि ये जो इलेक्ट्रोड्स होते हैं ना वो हिलते रहते हैं. ओके, दे आर नॉट फिक्स्ड. तो इसका मतलब व्हेन वी प्लेस्ड इन इट इन अ सॉल्यूशन, मतलब हम लोग को मेजर कब करना है? इन द सॉल्यूशन, जब हम लोग मेजर करेंगे. सो टू डिटरमाइन दिस सेल कांस्टेंट वी आर गोइंग टू यूज वन मेथड कॉल्ड एज कंपैरिजन मेथड. तो उसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? व्हीटस्टोन ब्रिज नेटवर्क वाला मेथड. मैं बताता हूँ कैसे. देखो ध्यान से देखो. ये दिया है, देखते हैं. देखो इसको मैं कनेक्ट करूंगा. याद आया कुछ? Yes, anybody has done this? ये किया हम लोगों ने. R1, yes, R2, R3 एंड ये हो गया है फिर R4. करेक्ट. तो इसका रेजिस्टेंस आ गया. सो कैसे करेंगे हम लोग? R1 बाय R2 इज इक्वल टू क्या होता है? R4 अपॉन R3 होता है ना. इसको मैं R3 लेता हूँ ना. आई थिंक दैट विल बी फाइन. R3 और ये हो जाएगा R4. सो this become R3 and this become R4. So R3 मैंने कैलकुलेट किया. This is unknown ना. R3 आ गया. So R1 by R2 into R4. So मुझे क्या मिला? R3. मतलब इसका रेजिस्टेंस आ गया ना। R3 रेजिस्टेंस इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू व्हाट, L बाय, मतलब हम लोग क्या लिखते हैं, रेजिस्टेंस इज इक्वल टू रो इनटू L बाय, और L बाय क्या है अपना सेल कांस्टेंट है ना। कंडक्टिविटी मतलब ये रो है ना, सो देयर आर सर्टेन सेल, मतलब कंपैरिजन से हम लोग कर सकते हैं। ये एक बार हो गया, राइट। सो इससे मुझे क्या मिल जाएगा, K1 मिल जाएगा, 1 अपॉन रो, पर ये K हो गया, समझे, इसको मैंने K1 बोला। नाउ आई एम टेकिंग अनदर सोल्यूशन, और मैंने रेजिस्टेंस निकाला, तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा, I can get a comparison, and from the comparison I can calculate, या अगर मुझे ये पता है, if I know this K, R3 मैंने डिटरमाइन किया है, तो मुझे क्या मिल गया, सेल कांस्टेंट। So if I change this concentration, इसके जगह पे KCl के जगह पे मैंने NaCl रखा, NaOH रखा, एसिटिक एसिड रखा, ओके, व्हाट विल चेंज, रेजिस्टेंस चेंज होगा, ये चेंज होगा, ये चेंज नहीं होगा, सेल कांस्टेंट चेंज नहीं होगा। समझ में आ रहा है? इसी सॉल्यूशन में, मतलब इसी, आई एम यूजिंग सेम सेल, I am using same cell, only I am changing the electrolyte. So first I have started with KCl, जिसका conductivity I know, but I don't know the conductivity of NaCl. I don't know the conductivity of acetic acid. I don't know the conductivity of NaOH. I don't know the any electrolyte, H2SO4. I don't know the conductivity, but I can calculate if I am keeping these electrolytes in the same cell. Understood? समझ में आया सबको? हाँ, तो ये एक मेथड है टू डिटरमाइन व्हाट, टू डिटरमाइन सेल कांस्टेंट एंड द कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट। ठीक है, चलो अभी हम लोग प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करते हैं, विल सॉल्व फ्यू प्रॉब्लम्स। The conductivity of 0.02 molar AgNO3 at 25 degrees Celsius is 2.428 into 10 raised to minus 3 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. What is its molar conductivity? I think the problem is very simple and straightforward. Lambda is equal to K into 1000 upon C. That's it. So what is this? ये क्या है अपना? This is your C. What is this? Conductivity बोला है ना, तो ये क्या हो गया अपना K. Substitute the value, you will get the answer. हाँ, ये आंसर है उसका, आ जाएगा। ठीक है, तो इसलिए I don't want to waste my time here. ये भी आ जाएगा, सेम प्रॉब्लम है। चलो ये करते हैं, ट्राई करो, थर्ड प्रॉब्लम ट्राई करो, read it and try to solve it. The conductivity cell filled with 0.01 molar KCl solution at 25 degrees Celsius shows the resistance 515 ohm. Okay, तो यहाँ पे मैं कुछ चीजें लिख देता हूँ. This you call it as a R1. This you call it as what? Concentration C1. The conductivity of 0.01 molar KCl solution is, this you call it as what? K1. The resistance of 0.02 molar CaCl2, ये हो गया अपना C2, in the same conductivity cell as a resistance, ये हो गया R2. Calculate molar conductivity lambda n. चलो करो, try. So cell constant is equal to K into R. So from this you are getting cell constant. Now use the same cell constant to calculate K of CaCl2. Correct? So their cell constant is given to you. Resistance is given to you. Calculate K for CaCl2. Now once you get the K, lambda is equal to K into 1000 upon C. That's it. Solve. Those who are not solving, please solve. जल्दी करो. See here. We have problem. Yes. So the resistance of 0.01 molar KCl is 515 ohm. Conductivity of KCl solution is 3.16 into 10 raised to minus 5 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Resistance of CaCl2 solution is 580 ohm. Concentration of solution C is 0.002 molar CaCl2. Calculate cell constant B. Molar conductivity of CaCl2. Conductivity is equal to 1 upon resistance into L by A. So cell constant divided by resistance. So conductivity is equal to B upon resistance. Right? So cell constant is equal to 0.1627 centimeter inverse. This is your cell constant. Right? Conductivity of CaCl2 solution is equal to K of CaCl2 is equal to cell constant upon resistance of CaCl2. That is 0.1627 divided by 580. That is 2.802 ohm inverse centimeter inverse. So molar conductivity lambda is equal to K conductivity of CaCl2 into 1000 divided by C. Substitute the value. 140.2 is the answer.
So 3.16 into 10 raised to minus 4 कसं आलं?
हाँ सर ऊपर अलग दिया है.
क्वेश्चन मध्ये कंडक्टिविटी वेगळा आहे.
Oh. पूरा चेंज हो गया है ना. तो यहाँ पे 3.14 का 16 करना पड़ेगा ना. So I'll write this way. For KCl, C1 is equal to 0.01, R1 is equal to 515 ohm, and K1 is equal to 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 3 na? Ohm inverse centimeter inverse, right? So cell constant is equal to what? K into R. No, not K into R. It should be so 1 upon r is equal to k into 1 upon cell constant b. Therefore b is equal to, yes, k into r. K is 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 3 and r is 515. So tell me how much this is the answer. What is the answer? 5 multiplied by 1.4. This is 721. So is it 0.721? Yes. Centimeter inverse. Now for CaCl2, C2 is equal to 0.002 molar. R2 is 580 ohm and K2 we have to calculate, and therefore lambda m of CaCl2 we have to calculate, right? So B is equal to K into R, B K2 into R. Therefore K2 is equal to B upon R2. B is 0.721 divided by 580. So 0.721 divided by 580. So that is coming around 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 3, right? Unit for this is ohm inverse centimeter inverse. Now lambda m is equal to k into 1000, k2 into 1000 upon c2. Okay, so this is 1.24 into 10 raised to minus 3 multiplied by 1000 divided by C2 is 0.002, correct? 1.24 divided by 0.002. So 620 is the answer. 620 is the answer. What is the unit for this? What will be the unit? Ohm inverse centimeter square per mole inverse. Per mole. Ohm inverse, mole inverse, centimeter square. So are you getting this answer? How many of you are getting this answer? How many of you are getting answer? Okay, good. Sure. Let us go for the next problem. ये कर सकते हो तुम लोग, आ जाएगा. This is the similar problem which we solve now. ये भी आ जाएगा. Now just value plug करना है अपने को. So also the same thing. So ये करो, 8th one करो, 8th one. Solve the 8th one. What is the molar conductivity of AgI at zero concentration if lambda 0 values of NaI, AgNO3 and NaNO3 are given to you? Solve. Give me the answer.
हॅलो
Yes.
सर क्वेश्चन दिसत नाहीये.
एक मिनिट, इंटरनेट अनस्टेबल आहे. आता दिसतंय?
हो आता दिसतो.
नाही येत आहे? सांग ना, नाही येत आहे. Okay, now see it. See the problem. Yes, correct, Aryan. See, here the molar conductivity of methanoic acid, that means I can say formic acid and methanoic acid is one and the same thing, HCOOH. Okay, the concentration is given 0.02 molar. Then lambda m is given to you, that is 45.85 ohm inverse centimeter square and mole inverse. Okay, now they have given you lambda 0 of format iron, that is 50 ohm inverse centimeter square and mole inverse, and lambda 0 of H plus is given to you, that is 349.6 ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse. So what is lambda 0 m of HCOOH? 50 plus 349.6. So this is how much? 399.6 ohm inverse centimeter square and mole inverse. So alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda 0 m, that is 45.85 divided by 399.6. So you will get the value of alpha. Next is Ka is equal to alpha square C upon 1 minus alpha. Now put this value, I think that is coming around 0.114. Substitute here, Ka is equal to 0.114 square multiplied by 0.02 divided by 1 minus 0.114. Solve your answer. Correct? You can solve this. So that is approximately 2.78 to 10 raised to minus 4. Something you are getting. So those who are unable to solve, please write down. Dissociation constant of weak monoacidic base is 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 5 at 25 degrees Celsius. The molar conductivity of the base at zero concentration is 354.8 centimeter inverse, ohm inverse centimeter square mole inverse at 25 degrees Celsius. Calculate the percentage dissociation, that means alpha, and molar conductivity of weak base at 0.1 molar concentration, that means lambda m निकालना है. करो, सॉल्व करो, चलो. Understood? BOH, monoacidic base, Kb is equal to 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 5. Lambda 0 is given to you. alpha we have to calculate and lambda m at 0.1. So first of all, we'll calculate alpha. So we know that there is one relation k is equal to alpha square c upon 1 minus alpha. If 1 is much greater than alpha, we can write alpha is equal to square root of kb upon c. Here there should be kb. So the value of kb is given to you. So what is the square root of 1.2?
Yes.
So it is 1.09. 1.09 into 10 raised to minus 2. This is your alpha. Correct? Now once we have a alpha, now I can calculate lambda m. Alpha is equal to lambda m upon lambda 0 n. Right? So 1.09 into 10 raised to minus 2 is equal to lambda m we have to calculate divided by lambda 0 n 354.8. Therefore, lambda m is equal to 1.09 into 10 raised to minus 2 multiplied by 354.8. So calculate this lambda m. Right? Now once we get lambda m, what I need to calculate? So we got the answer. Alpha आ गया, lambda m आ गया. यही तो निकालना है. Okay. So we are moving to the second part of the electrochemistry. So we are going to discuss now electrolysis. Electrolysis is nothing but splitting of substance into its constituent ions due to electricity is called as electrolysis. Now during electrolysis is carried out in electrolytic cell. So a device in which electrolysis is carried out is called as electrolytic cell. Okay. Electrolysis is carried out. Electrolysis is carried out. Okay. Here, anode. Oxidation takes place. So एनोड उसी को बोलते हैं जहां पे ऑक्सीडेशन होता है. So oxidation takes place, but this carries positive charge. This carries positive charge. And cathode is the electrode where the reduction takes place. Which is negatively charged. Okay. Now, जो मैं अभी बताने जा रहा हूं, this is not a rule, okay, or this is not a universal truth, but for solving problems or for writing some electrolysis reaction, this may help you. Okay, मतलब यहाँ पे क्या होता है? Anions are traveling towards anode and cations are traveling towards cathode. Okay, so if अगर वहां पे एक cation और एक anion है तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बट अगर वहां पे more than one cation है या more than one anion है, then they are discharged according to the electrode potential. ये हम लोग आगे जाके पढ़ेंगे, बट क्या है कि उसको याद नहीं रख सकते. So एक tentative. Again, I am telling you, this is not the universal truth. This is based on just observation, and this is based on our 12th standard. Up to 12th standard, ये चल जाएगा. Okay, observations क्या है? So, observations, not universal truth.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so at anode, anions with less number of O get discharged first. समझ में आ रहा है? Anion with less number of oxygen get discharged first. At cathode, cations with low molecular weight except noble metals like Pt, Au, Ag, Cu, okay, get discharged first. मतलब ऐसा है कि अगर समझो वहां पे दो कटायन है, समझो एक हाइड्रोजन है और एक सोडियम है, तो हाइड्रोजन पहले डिस्चार्ज होगा. बट अगर हाइड्रोजन है और कॉपर है तो पहले कॉपर डिस्चार्ज होगा. समझ में आया मैंने क्या बोला हुआ अभी? आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? दिस इज बेस्ड ऑन ऑब्जर्वेशन. ये पूरा चैप्टर एक्सपेरिमेंटल बेसिस पे, यहाँ पे थियोरेटिकल एस्पेक्ट्स कुछ नहीं है. ओके है आगे जाके, बट दैट इज आल्सो बेस्ड ऑन द ऑब्जर्वेशनल फैक्ट. क्लियर हो गया ये पार्ट? समझ में आया? चलो लेट अस एक दो एग्जांपल अभी करते हैं, फिर हम लोग और डिटेल में करेंगे नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में. सो पहले हम लोग देखते हैं इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस ऑफ.
सर
बोलना.
ये मागच्या स्लाइड में लिया तो क्या?
ली तो है,
हो
लिहून राइट डाउन.
डन सर.
Thank you very much. Bye bye everybody.